Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes.
He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
52.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. He's still on his feet.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
40 yards.
And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
You got 3 down. Watch the 73.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
There he goes, right side.
DeAndre Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift.
75 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. For the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Boy, a little panic here early. A 1st quarter onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
You got 3 down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts forced out to his left. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is. to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd down and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as he's down at the 17-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time.
You've told me before it's tough to identify how to block a 3-4 defense. There wasn't a whole lot of blocking there.
And one other thing an offensive line coach told me, if you want to run wide against a 3-4, which is difficult to do because of the speed of the outside linebackers, it's often difficult for your offensive linemen to hit targets in space and create lanes for your guys to run through.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's Swift.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
63, 63.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now they'll change things up. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Elliott on for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Muscles by at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They go play action with Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Under 10, 10, 73.
They'll throw now on the final play. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. And now they'll shift things around. Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 107 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Over the middle here to Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
That is caught. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Swift. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles.
DeAndre Swift.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
2nd down, here's Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Hurts going to move him around. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That is intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Smith. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. And that's complete to Brown. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. And finally wrestled down at the 11.
What a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Mahomes escaping the pressure right. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes will throw. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
They'll come up now on second down. Mahomes to throw it. Being chased out left. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for two.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
One final try for Mahomes. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They gambled for the win, and they trail by one here in the final moments. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.